Hello everyone, Joe Morton here for this edition of Positive In, a YouTube channel that I created just dedicated to putting positive in on a daily basis so positive can flow out in all that we do. And yes, I'm crazy enough to believe that we can have a positive day every day. And yes, sometimes we have better days than others. Some days are pretty rough. But I believe if we practice certain principles, we can truly transform a day. I have bad days as well, so I practice what I'm talking about here. This is a very important thing for me. And the one that I want to talk about today, the law of giving. Adam, my good friend who's filming here, actually inspired me. He talked about an experience recently where he just, out of the blue, didn't want to get anything out of it. He bought the person in line behind him in a drive-through their next, I think it was a coffee or so. And he did this, He transformed his day. They didn't know who he was. Made their day, made his day because he gave. Didn't ask him anything in exchange. Wonderful thing. The law of giving. Deepak Chopra says it's the second law of spiritual success. Let me tell you what he says here. Very powerful. Because your body and your mind and the universe are in constant and dynamic exchange, stopping the circulation of energy is like stopping the flow of blood. Whenever blood stops flowing, it begins to clot, to coagulate, to stagnate. That is why we must give and receive in order to keep wealth and affluence flowing, or anything you want in life circulating in your life. So anything. So he jumps into a little later, he says, practicing the law of giving is actually very simple. If you want joy, give joy to others. If you want love, learn to give love. If you want attention and appreciation, learn to give attention and appreciation. If you want material affluence, help others become materially affluent. In fact, the easiest way to get what you want is to help others get what they want. He says the intention should always be to create happiness for the giver and receiver, because happiness is life-supporting and life-sustaining, and therefore generates increase. Ooh, I like that. Life-supporting, life-sustaining, giving and receiving. Wouldn't that be a great way to turn our day around, your day around? Or just start it off on the right foot? Now he goes in to say, what can we do? How can we practice this law of giving? When we think of giving, we think mostly material. But remember, if you want joy, give joy. If you want happiness, give some happiness. If you want a smile, give some smiles. If you want love, give love. And he says, a practice that his parents used to always have him and his family members do growing up, and he's continued this in his life, always bring a gift where you're going. And you might think, well, what if I don't have anything to give? Sure, sometimes we do. We go to a housewarming party or we go to something, we bring a gift. That's tradition. But what is he talking about if you're just going to meet with someone? He says, bring a compliment. Bring a note, a thank you note. My dad is great at thank you notes. He's given me notes all the time. And I love it. Handwritten notes. Gives it to people around the office. Always makes us, my kids, my wife, always makes us put a smile on our face. Bring a prayer. He talks about giving a prayer for someone, if that's something you feel you'd like to do. And what a blessing by giving, receiving blessings as well. The law of giving. It is a law. That which you give, you receive back in life. I've heard it said, you need to be willing to give up something that you want. You want love, give up love. Meaning, give up love to someone. The law of giving. Watch your day transform. Watch your day go from a little tough to just no longer about you. As we give ourselves to others, we grow. We transform. It's amazing. So Joe Morton here for this edition of Positive In, dedicated to the law of giving. Do something great for someone today. Do something wonderful. And watch your day be different. Make it a great one, guys. Thank you.